Hey, what's going on, guys? Late night video. Should quit with these one of these days. So, yesterday, posted a video, was stuck. Do a close up, yeah, there you go. Sexy snatch. Alright, I got my Longhorns hat on. So, yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I'm forgetting what day of the week it is. Today's Thursday, maybe? Anyways, last video I posted, I was sitting there waiting to get unloaded and then waiting to get loaded. Ended up spending 5.5 hours there. Was highly irritated. Again, didn't get paid for that. If the wheels aren't moving, you're not getting paid, basically. So, got loaded finally. Dropped it off this afternoon in Waco, Texas. Drove over here to the US Express Irving yard, which is in Irving. So I'm hanging out here on the yard. They have a load here for me to pick up in the morning, take it to Pasadena. So that'll be a interesting drive. Haven't been to Pasadena yet, so we'll see how well that goes. You know, I kind of got a little frustrated, posted that video. It's kind of going over my timesheets, settlements, and seeing what I'm bringing home, how many miles I'm running. As I've mentioned before, I typically do not take a 34-hour reset. I continue to run off of recaps, so I'm basically driving 7 days a week. I don't think that 500 miles a day is too difficult to get. I think that if you're running 7 days a week, you should easily be doing 3,000, 3,500 miles a week. That is something that I have not been getting since I've been out here on my own after I did the upgrade training. So as I was on my way to deliver that load to Waco today, we had a message come over. The driver tech they're looking for about 4 or 5 different drivers to do some dedicated routes in Pennsylvania to Virginia, Pennsylvania to New Jersey, which, if you guys have followed my videos, I absolutely hate New Jersey. I do not go there. I've been there 4 times, and every time I've gone, I've been stuck there for at least 2 days before they can get me a load out. So I don't go to New Jersey or New York. They're also looking for a couple of drivers to do dedicated routes from PA to PA. So I sat there and was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, the amount of time that I sit waiting to get a load or pick up the next load, a lot of hours during the week have just been wasting away. So contacted them, got some information about the dedicated routes, and I think that's going to be the next step for where I want to go. Like I said, I really don't think that it should be too difficult to, you know, get a minimum of 3,000 miles a week. It's not like we don't have the loads, we don't have the freight, because we do. The problem I think that I have with this company at the moment is the planners. I personally feel that they don't really think a lot about what the driver is doing, where they're at, when they finish the load, and when the next load is. Like I stated before, too many times I've finished my run early morning, early afternoon, and the next load that I get pre-assignment isn't, you know, picked up until the next day. So 4, 5, 6 hours left on my drive clock, I'm just sitting there, and you're not getting paid when you just sit there. And it's been extremely frustrating to me. I still have school being taken out of my checks. I think I've talked a little bit about that, but basically, if you go to school, which Total Transportation does, Tennessee truck driving school, the amount of money that they give you and they take it out, you end up having to pay taxes on. So typically, if you're bringing home a check, we'll say, you know, $600 to $800 a week, when they put that $500 on your settlement and they take the $500 away, you end up paying, you know, $300 to $400 in taxes. So your take-home check is, you know, like I said, $500 to $700, and depending on how many miles you run, it just sucks to have that particular week get hit with the school. So I think this is going to be the next step for me. I'll find out more about it next week. The school is our total transportation only covers $4,500 of your school. Now, depending on if you need to have lodging or whatever, you're going to be, the school itself is over $5,000. So you pay out of pocket the tax of the $4,500, plus you have to pay the difference of whatever it is that total didn't cover for you. So $4,500, you know, $5,400 total school. You know, you're looking at paying $1,000 out of your pocket plus whatever the tax is. So when you get hit twice a month on your settlements, it's a big letdown. And when you're not running the miles and you spend a lot of time sitting, it just makes it even more difficult to see the money. You get frustrated for being in the truck, driving, running your face off 7 days a week, and it gets a little bit discouraging. So I think that running this dedicated route, they're saying that it's $250 a day, running 5 to 6 days a week. You pretty much know where your lane is, where you're going, what you're doing. They're preloaded trailers that's going distribution center to distribution center, and I think that's going to be a better option for me, and I believe that's the route that I'm going to go. So I'll find out a little bit more about it next week, but that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Worst thing, if I don't like it, if I'm not cut out for it, if it's just not something that I enjoy doing, I can always go back to OTR, doing what it is that I've been doing now. So I'm not really losing anything. The pluses to it is I know what I'm going to do. I know that I'm going to be taking, you know, between 2 to 4 loads a day from point A to point B in, you know, a particular state, which I think I'm going to go the PA to PA route, and there's not going to be a whole lot of time sitting. If there is going to be time sitting, it's salary, it's $250 a day. So I'm really not losing out. And the way I look at it is I will be making more money doing that than what I have been doing here currently. I don't think that it's my fleet manager's, you know, fault that I'm not necessarily getting all the miles. There's only so much he can do. His hands are tied. He's just going off of the loads that the load planners are giving out. So I don't have any qualms, problems, issues with him. I think I have one of the best fleet managers that Total Transportation has. So just figured I'd give you guys an update, let you know what's going on. I probably going to go that route. I'll find out a little bit more about it next week, figure out what points the pickups are, what areas they are. There are some parkways that get to be kind of bumper to bumper traffic. People live in PA but they work in Virginia. Virginia is a pretty expensive state to live in, so there's quite a few people that commute, and if you are on certain roads or certain highways, parkways, bumper to bumper traffic kind of sucks, so it's going to slow you down, and I don't really like to sit, much less sit in traffic. So I'll find out more information about it tomorrow. So what else is going on? Not really a whole lot. Just getting back on the road. Spent a week at home. It's always nice again to get out of the truck for a little bit. I don't do my 34-hour reset, so I tend to stay out for 3 or 4 weeks and then take some time off, spend a week at the house or wherever it is I want to go, and kind of relax and enjoy myself. Issue with that though is that if you're gone for a week, you don't get paid for a week. So I don't have a check coming this week, but it's not a big deal. I knew I was going to be gone, so I saved up, so there's no problems there. Oh, my refrigerator. So I got a refrigerator back in March. When I went home, I don't know what happened to it, but basically it stopped being cold. The light come on, water was in there, it wasn't freezing it over, so luckily kept the receipt, got the extended warranty. So on the way over here today, or tonight, I stopped in, got a replacement refrigerator, so I'm liking that. I'll show you which one I got. So it's not a bad refrigerator. It's got the freezer up top, the separate freezer, and then the refrigerator there at the bottom. The one I had before, worked pretty well until it stopped working. That refrigerator, the reviews on it are pretty good when you have a separate freezer and refrigerator, not just one unit. And the freezer's pretty full, pretty big, so you can, shove some stuff in there. I was thinking about getting a microwave, maybe doing some Jimmy D breakfast bowls or something, or some rice bowls. Try to save a little bit of money out here on the road instead of having to go and eat out all the time, or buy that delicious truck stop food that they have. I'm being totally sarcastic. I've had so much Wendy's, Subway, and Denny's, it's killing me. I used to go to those places a lot, used to enjoy doing it, not so much anymore. So, but yeah, anyway, so I got the new refrigerator plugged in, it's getting cooled down, so that should be good to go by tomorrow. Not really anything else exciting going on with me, other than just kind of thinking about this new direction that I'm gonna give a try to see how well it works out. So, we'll see how it goes. Well guys, as always, I appreciate you checking out my videos. If you haven't done so yet, hit the bell. You'll get notified when I do new videos. Subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Comment down below if you like the videos, if you don't like the videos, if you think that I'm some fat, stupid trucker. I don't care, whatever it is, feel free to make your comments down below. But I do appreciate your guys checking me out and trying to get my subs up a little bit higher, and start doing a little bit better videos. I do have that laptop. I got some video editing software. I do have a couple new cameras. I've just kind of been with doing it right now, so we'll get some more views, subscribers and such, and we'll get a little bit more creative with the videos. So, well, it's about 1 a.m. I think my time, 12:30, 1 a.m. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the sack. I gotta do my 10-hour break here, and I can head out tomorrow morning. I think 9 a.m. is when I can head out, so we will see what tomorrow brings. So, all right guys, I appreciate you checking me out again, and always be safe, look out for yourself and one another, and until next video, Trucker J is out.